Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut. Right 20. We ain't
giving up nothing today. Shift.
Maverick.
Just checking.
Topper. What's up?
On first down, it's gone. And Diggs has it. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Ric Flair.
Check 25. Alert flare. Watch the twist.
Cut.
First carry down for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Greystone travel.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 99.
To throw is gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
You must get time to see it. 54. Tighten up. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 54.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Bears first down.
Mike, reset. 19.
Man, I got you. Check 13. Check 13.
25. 29.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
See what you got. Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
54.
Check it back.
Out of the gun, Watson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 30-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Banjo.
DC.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check three, check three.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. It's out.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Right there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Go tonight. 120. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Hey, kill. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the 31, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, watch it.
Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go. Check nine. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Tonight. 20. Target. Mike's 59. Hey, they're scared.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A toss play to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
58 to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Value three.
On the carry is Henderson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Maverick wall.
Alert 3. Mike's 5'9".
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Pilot, 64, weak. Don't get nervous.
On second down, it's Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go, D. Single, 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 single. Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch him.
Now gone. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal, but all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Watson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
We're going to work.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Interception all day, baby. Reset. 19. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna have to.
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for a loss on the play. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cut. 180. 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Line 20, super one. Get in the weight room. Check nickel.
From the 31, Goff. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his... The ball comes out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch twins. Undercut. Check.
the toss. Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Look at me. Door. Get it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going for a right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Ready. 50, play.
Hey, alert 3.
X3, 218, chopper. Go. Let's go.
On first down, Hughes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you.
22 jet bomber.
Yes, switch gears.
Leo.
Here's Hughes. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hughes operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hughes now throwing on 4th down. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson flush to his right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Watson now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Henderson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2nd and 3. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.